Alright guys, welcome to SIP-COMSYS once again. Today I'm going to show you how to capture a Windows 10 PC. Okay, so this is all about deployment, right? So if you are new to the deployment, I have previous videos on them, so you can chance on them, right? So I'm going to link the description below so you can look at it. All right, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to capture a PC that have all my applications that I would like to capture as an image and then deploy it onto other PC. So it could be an older PC or a newer PC, as long as the specification is right, I can deploy that image to it. All right, so let's see how to go about that. All right guys, so let's get down with it. So I have my VM here, so I have my domain controller here. Okay, so open my server manager, and then this is my WDS server, my deployment server. So let me open my server manager here as well. So back to my domain controller, so you can see I have ADDS DNS installed. So let me go to my deployment server, so you can see I have DHCP and WDS installed. If you don't know how to do this, I'll leave the link below so you can go back to my previous videos and see how this is being done, right? All right, so what I need right now is I need to create a boot image from my Windows 10 installation file, right? Because with the capturing, you need that. So if you want to capture Windows 10, so you insert your Windows 10 boot, and then you capture the boot.wim. If it's 11, you do the same. If it's 8 that you want to capture, you need to put in your Windows 8 image, Windows 7 image, and then you go through the same process, right? So let's see. So let me go to my deployment services. So Windows deployment service. Okay, so always you have to make sure it's running. Okay, when you see this green button means it's running. Okay, so you can see here I don't have any image, okay, here for the system to load. So now I need to make sure my Windows 10 bootable media is in my DVD or pen drive is slotted to my server, right? So if I have that in place, I'll go to the boot images, right? So I right click this and go to add boot images, browse to my CD DVD, look for sources folder, and then this is what I'm looking for, boot.wim, right? So you go for open and then next. So if you want to change the name, you can change the name, but if you want to maintain the default name, you just go for next and then next, and then let's see. This depending upon your system, right? So some might delay, some might move faster. Okay, so if it's done, you just have the finish button. Okay guys, so what I need to do here is I need to create a capture file from the boot.wim file. Okay, so right click this and then you go to create capture image. So capture PC. Okay, so I'm going to copy this as the description name, and then browse, and I'm going to put this on my drive C for now. Okay, so when I'm done, I can delete this. So I'm going for open and then next. Boot.wim file, it takes long, so if you really want to wait for this, go and take a sip of coffee or some juice, right? Since this is SIP-COMSYS, right? So I'm going to pause the video and then come back to it when it's done, right? All right, so we are still in progress, so waiting for this to finish so we can start capturing our master PC. Okay, so as you can see, the image was created successfully, right? So here, if you want to add it to your WDS server straight away, you tick this button here, right? So you can see add image to the Windows deployment server now. So when you click finish, it will open another wizard for you to continue. Now I will continue and then later see how you can manually add it if you did not tick this box and then you click on what's finished. So I'm going to try that. So let's take this next. So you can see is picking up from what the source where I directed the capture pc.win file should be, right? So I'll click on next. So this is the image name I want, so I'll maintain the name. If I don't want it, I can change the name. Then next, then I give me summary. When I click next, then it's going to upload into what, my WDS server. So I'll cancel this and see how manually we can add it. So as you can see, it's not here. So if I want to add it manually, I'll right click this and then go for add boot image. Now I have to browse to the actual place I've stored my capture pc.wim. So I'll browse. I actually save it on the drive C. Okay, so you can see it's here. So I'll go for, when you select, then you go for open. So you can see it's loaded. Then next. So if I want to maintain the same name, I'll do so. If I don't want, I can just go ahead and edit this. Next, and then you see we have gotten to the same place again. This is the summary, and then next, and then now this image is going to be loaded into my WDS server. Okay. All right. So as you can see, is loaded. So I'll just click on finish. Okay, so what I have to do here is I need to power up my client PC that I'm going to use for the master. So this is my PC. Okay, this one I'm going to use this very PC. So let me take it back to what the original snapshot, right? Just want to be sure I've not done anything on this PC. So I'll power up this PC. Okay, so click yes. So I'm going to pause the video while this pop up. When it's ready, then I'll load my applications. Alright, so as you can see, my PC is ready. You can see I don't have any application here, so I'm going to copy some applications that I would like them to be on the PC so I can deploy. So let me go to my physical machine, this PC, my drive D, my apps, minimize this. Sorry, let me go down here. Okay, so on this very machine, probably I want some browser like this to be there, so I'll just drag it onto what it. If you want to be dragging application or anything to your VM, okay, when you go to VM, you need to install this VM tools, then you can have access to that. So the next thing is let's see, maybe I want some player here, so I'm going to right click that, copy as well, so I can copy and paste, drag, so paste. Okay, so now I have two applications which I want to add before I do my capturing. So let me install these applications. Yes. Okay. Next. Agree. So I only have to install this. So in this to add on, if I want my office application on this machine, I can add my office application. I can add all the applications the company needs to operate. So I can even do settings on them. So if I know all the machines who use the same settings, I can do that on all the machines. Sorry, if all the machines need the same settings, so I can just do it on this very machine and then deploy this very image to other machines. So all of them will have the same applications, the same settings, and everything will be intact, right? So as you can see, my applications are done installing, so I can actually delete the setups. Okay, let me do that. Alright, so after installing all the application needed for your organization, right? Okay, so what you will do here is you need another drive. So the drive could be an external drive, the drive could be a pen drive, okay, or the drive can be added to the same system, okay, which will be using during the capturing process. So since this is a virtual machine, I'm going to add another drive to this very machine here. So what I'll do here is I'll go to VM settings. Okay, so I'll go to add, and then you can see it's on hard disk, so I'll go for next. So next. Here I like my disk as 1.5, so I normally select this. So next, and okay. So since this VM is going to take well, okay, all right. So the drive is added. I'll go to Windows, right click this Windows button and go to disk management, because I need to prepare the drive for the image. So I'll just go for OK, and now I have to format this drive to NTFS. Okay, new volume, next. So you can see it's NTFS, next. Okay, let me give it a name. So let's say capture. Okay, next, and then finish. Alright, so since my drive is ready, now I'll have to run what we call SIP-COMSYS. Okay, since you'll be using the machines for a domain controller, right? Maybe you'll be joining all those machines to the domain, so you need to run SIP-COMSYS. If you are not going to run if you are not going to join the machines to the domain, then you don't have use of running SIP-COMSYS. But since this is a domain environment, we need to run SIP-COMSYS. So you go to your Explorer, this PC, drive C, Windows folder. You look for this folder, System 32, and then you look for SIP-COMSYS folder. So this is the SIP-COMSYS file, so you need to run this. So you take generalize, and then you change the reboot to shutdown, and then you go for OK. So this way, when the SIP-COMSYS is done, it's going to shut down for us to use. Okay, so as you can see, our PC is shutting down, so that we can. Now, before you capture, check your network card of your client and your server. Okay, so let me click on my server, let me go to VM and then settings. So if you check, my server adapter card is on custom net 2. So, and if I should check my client here, coming here, so you can see highlighted custom net 2. So that means now this PC here will be taking feed from what, my WDS server. So now I can power up this virtual machine. Okay, so when you power it on, what you need to do quickly is you click the dark space. For when you boot up, you click the empty space, then you press the escape key, so that will give you the option to select, to go into your boot sequence, so you can select to boot from what network. So if it's a real machine you are doing this on, look for the manufacturer's boot key. Okay, every manufacturer have a boot key, so you look for that boot key, so that will give you the boot sequence, so you can select what your network, because you already have an operating system here, otherwise it's going to load the operating system for you. Okay, so let's do that. So here you can see you have to be very quick, so I press escape. So here I'm going to select network, so enter. So you can see my WDS server is located, so you need to press enter. Okay, so here too you need to select quick before the countdown, select what the default highlighter. So now I'll select the capture PC, because that's what I want to do now. So enter. So here you are going to wait for this file to load. When it load, then we'll go through the normal wizard. Okay, so if you are not able to get to this stage, so that means you have a network issues. Okay, from your client to your server, there's no communication, so you should be able to get to this stage. All right, so you can see welcome to Windows deployment service image capture wizard. So this is the wizard. So now what you will do here is you click on next. All right, so here volume to capture, right? So when you click here, it will automatically give you a volume. Now when you see here drive deal, don't panic. Okay, normally you would normally have to see what C, because that is where your operating system is. Now when it comes to the wizard environment, I've added another drive to it, so it's seeing that particular drive as C and rather seeing the C as what D. So don't panic about that, just select this particular drive, whether it's D or C, you select that default drive. Okay, so the next thing is, what name do you want to give to your capture? So if you should be capturing it, so I'll name this master PC. Okay, so in the description below I'm going to add the same name there, so I'll go for next. Okay, so now in this environment you can see enter a location where you want to save the install image. Okay, this ensures the image is not corrupted if there is a network malfunction. So that is the purpose why I added a drive here. So first I need to connect to my server. Okay, so connecting to the server, you enter your server's name. So my server's name is SLV0202, or I can bring the full qualified domain name. Okay, if I want that. All right, so I'll click on what, connect. All right, so here I have to enter a name, so I have to enter an administrative credential. So and then I need to enter my password. Okay, that's the administrator's password, right? So I'll just be using the arrow key here and then enter. There are no image group on the. Okay, so you have to. Great. Now this is one thing. Now let's go to our server, the WS server. Okay, so let me try log in. All right, so in my WDS server, I was supposed to create a group here at the install, so I have to create that. So right click, you go to add image group. So this is Windows 10 group, so I'll put that there. So now let me try and then reconnect, and then let's see. Okay, so it means my credential went through. It's just that my group was not created, so I'm not able to access the server. So when I click down, so you can see the group is there, right? So let me click that. Then the drive that I added, I have to browse and then look for that drive. So you can see now that particular drive is what drive C is empty, okay, as I showed you. So you can see the D rather is where the content is. The drive C now is what empty. So you select that. So what name will I like to give this? I'll maintain the same name and then click OK. Now I'll go forward. Next. So here the image is going to be captured onto the drive at the same time, move towards my WDS server. So should in case there's a network malfunction, I'll still have my image intact. That's the purpose of having the additional drive, or adding a pen drive or an external drive. Okay, so this is going to take some time to load. So as progress, I'm going to pause the video, come back to it, and then we'll see how best we can load the entire image to a new system. Alright, so as you can see, this is moving 26%. Okay, as you can see, this is 26%, right? So let's wait till it finishes. Alright, so we are almost done. Okay, so you can see at this age is uploading the image to the WDS server. So as you can see that. So okay, so as you can see, we are almost done with the upload of image to our WDS server. Okay, so you can see it's successfully done. So click on finish. So at this stage, what I'll do here is I'll shut down this very machine here, because I'm not going to use, because this will actually load the machine back. So let me get to my server, let me log in. Alright, so let me refresh my WDS server here. Okay, so you can see this is the image I've captured from client 01. Okay, so now what I have to do here is I need to create a new machine and then let it install from what the master boot image here. Okay, so I'll go to file, new, next. So this is Windows 10. Okay, so select that. So I'll name this test. Okay, next, select this because I like my drive, this one, and then I will change my network adapter, okay, to custom and VMnet. Okay, that's it. So okay, then now I'm going to put this PC so that it's going to load load the images from my WDS server. So you can see I need to press enter to boot from. Okay, so you can see with this PC I don't need to do anything or press escape to give me the boot sequence, because this has no operating system on, right? So what I'll do here is I'll have to select Microsoft Windows setup, not capturing, because when I go back to capturing, I'm capturing a new machine. So this time around I need to install, so I'll go to the Microsoft Windows setup. I hit that. So let's see if it's going to load the files for us to install. Alright, so as you can see, my file has finished loading, so we are here to install our master PC, okay, on this new machine. Okay, so you can see Windows deployment service, right? So here I'm going to click next. So I need to provide my credential, right? So my admin straight up credential. Please add the domain name as well, okay? So that to be faster for you. So we have admin slv1 at SIP-COMSYS.com. so now I have to provide my password as administrator, then go for okay. So you can see this is the only operating system I have, which is the master PC, so it's there intact. So I click on next. So here, if I would like to format this drive, I can go here and I would start my partitioning and all that. So I'm not going to do that, so I'll just click next. Okay, so you can see our installation have just begun. So this is going to take some time to install. So what I'm going to do here is as the installation progress, I'm going to pause the video, come back as we progress to every stage of the installation. Okay, so alright, so as you can see, we are almost done with our installation. So let's hang in there and then let's see if we have all our applications on our new PC. Okay, so when you get to this stage, I'll click this for us to. Alright, so the system will actually restart, and then it's going to set things in place for us. So when you get to this stage, I'm going to pause the video because it's going to restart a couple of times before we get to the stages where we need to answer certain questions. So let me pause the video and then I'll come back to that. Alright, so as you can see, our installation is almost done. So you can see this master PC image. Okay, you can see that our screen is already widened, okay, showing that we are on course. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so here your region, okay, or country, so I maintain the default. Okay, my keyboard layout is US, so yes. So if I have any other layout I want to add, I can do that. I'll skip that. Okay, so I don't have internet. Alright, so I don't have internet, so I'm going to continue with a limited setup, and I have to accept the license agreement. So alright, so username before I move, so let me name it user1. Let's see. Okay, so I want to add password, no, so I just click next. Alright, so privacy settings, so if I would like to turn off this, I can just turn it off, and then I will click accept. So I'm going to maintain them, so click accept. Alright, so will I enable container on this? No, so I'll go for not now, and then this is going to take some time to get our desktop ready, so let's see. Alright, so as you can see, it's almost done. Alright, so you can see now we have our desktop ready. So you can see the two applications I installed on the master PC are here. So this is how you can capture a PC and then use it to deploy on other systems, right? So guys, this is where I end this session. Okay, so I'll be bringing you more video on deployment, right? So subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share the channel. See you guys.